Hello students. Today again we are going to discuss about your paper number ICH SEC 501 Safety in Industry. Unit number 1 Safety. In this unit, in earlier session we have discussed about many points like focus on human resources, man at center, concept of SHE, HSE, and many different points we have discussed in the earlier session. Today we are going to discuss about problems of industrial safety. What is industrial safety? So, the problems of industrial safety we discussed today. What in that we will discuss about our first point is what is industrial safety. Then we will discuss about problems of industrial safety, right? So first of all we will see what is industrial safety. Industrial facilities have unique safety challenges because hazards and incidents affect more than just the people on the factory floor. A fire in the workplace, missed days due to injury or chemical hazards can affect your production output, which can delay shipping schedules, fulfillment, vendor relationships, and customer satisfaction. So it is all about industrial safety. They have to do their work on time. They have vendor relationships, their special schedules of shipping, fulfillment of work, and customer satisfaction also. So industrial safety is not a, we can say, we cannot define it in a single sentence, but it is overall work performance of an industry. We take their workers also, with their worker safety and health safety also. So it is not a single task, but it is sum of many tasks and overall performance of any industry. So industrial facilities have unique safety challenges because hazards and incidents affect more than just the people on the factory floor. A fire in the workplace, missed days due to injury, or chemical hazards can affect your production output. So any incident or accident may affect on overall production also. So it is not just a simple thing, but it is a huge concept of industrial safety. Practicing good industrial safety is the best way to ensure a smooth running operation that has the best interest of workers, vendors, and customers at heart. Industrial safety works hard to prevent workplace hazards, including chemical exposures, poor ergonomics, and physical hazards, so that business can continue as normal with no interruption to production. So, practicing good industrial safety is the best way to ensure a smooth running operation. So this is all about industrial safety. Now, here we are having the topic of common obstacles in industrial safety strategies. Achieving industrial safety is made all the more challenges because of all the moving parts to EHS or SHE, we can say, health, safety and environment, or environment, health and safety. Achieving industrial safety is made all the more challenges because of all the moving parts of EHS. Take a look at some of the top complications that can potentially create an unsafe work environment. So, there are many obstacles which may create a problem during safety operations, industrial operations. First one, complex safety laws. The another obstacles we can discuss here. First one, complex safety laws. Safety laws and regulations are continuously evolving to create safer workplaces. But it's an ongoing challenge to keep abreast of these changes. Not only must you understand and adapt to these changes, you must also communicate them to your employees and ensure they can act on them appropriately. So, this is all about complex safety laws. Safety laws and regulations are continually evolving to create safer workplaces, but it is an ongoing challenge for any industry. Ergonomic hazards. Workers perform the same task for hours at a time, which can put them at risk for developing work related injuries. The motions of many manufacturing jobs are largely unchangeable. Means ergonomic hazards means work related injuries, like if any person is working in a very loud noise environment, then they have some ear disparments, or sometimes they have some eye related problems if there is continuously like emitted over there. Then it is this ergonomic hazard is work related injury. Workers perform the same task for hours at a time, which can put them at risk for developing work related injuries. The motions of many manufacturing jobs are largely unchangeable. There may be little you can do to limit twisting, bending, stooping, reaching, or lifting for certain tasks. So, it is overall related to work, we can say work related injuries, ergonomic hazards, right? So, this way we have discussed complex safety law and then ergonomic hazards. So, it is about like a person is working or a worker is working for the same task for many hours. So the working environment may affect on his health and it will create problem for him for lifetime. So, and the person or company may cannot change their motions, or we can say their utensils, or their vessels, or their instruments. They have to work in the, or they have to make them work in the same manner, right? The company person have to, or the company have to make their worker work in the same environment. They have safety aspects, but still with that, there are some work related injuries may affect on workers, right? So there may be little you can do to limit twisting, bending, stooping, reaching, or lifting for certain tasks. Means by company can reduce or make some limit changes, make some limit or make some changes in the work pattern of their worker, to limit, by to limit twisting, bending, stooping, reaching, lifting, or for certain task, right? So this is about ergonomic hazards. Number 3, ongoing employee training. A trained employee is an informed employee but keeping up with training requirements. A trained employee is an informed employee but keeping up with training requirements for an entire staff can be a full-time job in itself. So, trained employee can work in a best way, but still keeping up with training requirements, right? EHS leaders must recognize that training is an important investment. Environment, health, and safety leaders must recognize that training is an important investment and should be prioritized as much for seasoned employees as it is for newcomers. Means newcomers can be given much more better training for their better performance, or they can work in a safe environment. See, so ongoing employee training is also important, and we can say training for newcomers is also important. These aren't the only issue plaguing industrial safety. Because of the variety of because of variety of equipment, machines, vehicles, tools, and people required in a successful operation, industrial safety truly is a be ready for whatever mentality and should be approached with care, because in any industry there are variety of equipments, machines, vehicles, tools, and people required in a successful operation. An industry is not a small unit, it's a huge unit. They require different technique, different equipment, instruments, machines, and more people for their operations, for their work, right? So this way we can say industrial safety truly is a be ready for whatever mentality, should be approached with care, and the industry needs to train their people also in the same manner. So train employee is an informed employee but keep up with training requirement for an entire staff can be a full-time job in itself for any organization, for any company, or for any unit. So this is about ongoing employee training, and this is also most important point of the industrial safety, right? Because newcomers require safety training, but same way the trained employee also needs training time by time, and it is a full-time job, we can say itself. Even ESH also recognize to train their newcomer person, and their already trained employees. This is not a big issue, but there are variety of equipments, machines, vehicles, tools, and people required in successful operation. So industrial safety is a be ready for whatever mentality, and should be approached with care. So this is how about ongoing employee training. Now we are having the classification of industrial safety problem, or classification of problem of industrial safety. Problem of industrial safety can be classified in different ways. Number 1, past problems means problem which have already been in the past. They come across that problem from the past. So number 1, past problem. Future problems. Number 2, the problem will arise in future, means preparation for future problem. Number 2, future problems. Number 3, technical problems. There, any industry or organization, they may have technical problems. So this is also part of any problem of industrial safety. Technical problems, managerial problems, how to manage that problem. This is very also important, and this is also the part managerial problems. Number 5, physical problems. Physical problems arises during any accident or incident in any industry or organization. So physical problem, if any person get injured, and how the person can come out or get well soon from that problem. This is also very important aspect of this all problems, physical problems. Number 6, psychological problems. We can say their worker may have psychological problems also, because of working in the same environment for many hours, and because of any accident or incident. So to overcome this psychological problem of any industrial person or worker is same way important topic of industrial safety, psychological problems. Number 7, human problems. We can include all in human problems. Number 8, economical problems. Any company or organization may have some economical problem also, because of any accident or incident. They cannot fulfill their work on time. They have many loss during accident. They lost their people also during this accident. So there may arise some economical problem also. Number 9, legal problems. Number 10, unit level problems. So this way we can classify problems of industrial safety by just different 10 ways. And here we are having number 11, plant level problem, that we have already earlier. Company level problems, industry level problems, country level problems, international or global problems. So this way we can discuss these problems in many ways. We analyze and try to understand these problems to take corrective or preventive actions. So every company person or industry person need to analyze and try to understand this problem to take corrective or preventive actions. It helps in emergency planning as on site or off site plans. It helps in emergency planning as on site or off site plans also. So, this way we can say that we analyze and try to understand these problems to take corrective or preventive actions. This helps in emergency planning as on site or off site plans, right? So, this way we can um, classify this industrial problem this way. Problems of industrial accidents. Industrial accidents can be classified as under predictable accidents and unpredictable accidents. This is students, this is also very important point. Problems of industrial accidents we can classify in two ways: predictable accidents and unpredictable accidents. Henrich says 80% accidents are unpredictable and most of them can be prevented. Only 20% accidents are unpredictable and few of them can be prevented by luck or chance. So, there are mainly two types of accidents: predictable and unpredictable. Henrich says 80% accidents are unpredictable and most of them can be prevented. Henrich says 80% accidents are predictable and most of them can be prevented. Only 20% accidents are unpredictable and few of them can be prevented by luck or chance. Only 20% accidents are unpredictable. Here it is by mistake, so you can make correction in this. Henrich says 80% accidents are predictable and most of them can be prevented. Because of prediction, it can be prevented. Only 20% are unpredictable and few of them can be prevented by luck or chance. Industrial accidents results into the following problems. Number 1, human suffering. Number 2, social family suffering. Number 3, legal suffering. Number 4, economical suffering, cost of accident, compensation of workers, loss in production, and many more things. So, industrial accidents results into the following problems. The other problems: damage to the company reputation in the market, loss of mental peace of worker and management by accident in the company. So this way we can say there are many problems created by accidents in industry. Their manpower can the company lost their manpower workers, they cannot fulfill their work on time, they can lost instruments, costly instruments during accidents, right? And many other issues also arises because of these accidents. Damage to the company's reputation in the market, loss of mental peace of their worker because of accidents, unpredictable accidents, and management by accident in the company. So this way many disturbance created by accidents, but we can say that there are mainly two types of accidents: predictable and unpredictable. From that 80% are predictable and only 20% are unpredictable, right? So this way this is about problems of industrial safety, or we can say mainly industrial safety problems. Occupational health and environmental pollution. Because of this accident, there may have some occupational health and environment pollution problem. Number one, inhaling chemical or pesticides, germs or leakage in pipeline, transporting gas or chemical, or defective storage may lead to safety and environmental problems. So there may have some occupational health problem or and environmental pollution problem. Inhaling chemical or pesticides, germs or leakage in pipeline, transporting gas or chemical, or defective storage may lead to safety and environmental problems. Poor maintenance is also responsible for unsafe conditions. Heavy metals causes health hazards by entering human body through food, water, air, medicines, etc. So this way we can say there may have many occupational health and environmental pollution problem. If during any accident their workers may inhale chemical or pesticides, there may have germs or leakage in pipeline, transporting gas and chemical or defective storage may lead to safety and environmental problem. Poor maintenance is also responsible for unsafe condition. So means maintenance should be perfect or time by time to make safe conditions, safe working conditions, safe environment. Heavy metal causes health hazards by entering human body through food, water, air, or medicine, etc. Overexposure to heat, modern lifestyle, consumption of tobacco and drugs, etc., directly or indirectly contribute to reducing human resisting power. ultimately resulting into severe diseases. So this way we can say modern lifestyle also impact on health and environmental pollution. So this way we can discuss about occupational health and environmental pollution problem. Even without accident, the worker is working in the same environment, and because of heavy metals, they can have some health hazards like entering human body. This heavy metals entering into the human body through food, water, air, or medicine, right? Poor maintenance is also responsible for unsafe conditions. Overexposure to heat, modern lifestyle, consumption of tobacco and drugs, etc., directly or indirectly contribute to reducing human resisting power and may create some severe diseases. So, this is about occupational health and environmental pollution. So, students, we are concluding our lecture here with this discussion of problems of industrial safety. We have discussed many points: ongoing company training and um, complex safety laws, and many points we have discussed in this session in detail. If you may have questions in examination like discuss uh, problems of industrial safety, then you should describe this all points. Then we have discussed about these types of industrial safety, types of accidents of industrial safety we have discussed, classification of it, and then we have discussed about industrial accidents and this health and environmental, overall health and environmental pollution. So today we have discussed this all. In the next session we will discuss the next point of this unit, and I will provide the material of this unit at the end of this unit also, right? So stay connected. Till then, thank you all students. If you have any doubt and query, then you can ask it by SMS or WhatsApp, right? Mainly this all points are very simple to understand. Still you have any doubt, then you can ask me. So up to next lecture. Today we are concluding our lecture here. Thank you all students. Thank you.